Let's talk turkey. In the year 2025, finding a rifle that's both dead-on reliable and doesn't require you to take out a second mortgage can feel like chasing a ghost. The market for entry-level long guns is a straight-up dogfight, packed with everything from questionable foreign builds to some truly impressive hardware from names we all trust. The battle for the sub-$400 rifle crown has never been hotter. So, here's the real question. Can you actually walk away with a rifle that you bet your life on for less than $400 today? Against all odds, the answer is a hard yes. But hold on. Not every rifle with a friendly price tag is worth the steel it's made from. You can find some real dogs out there if you're not careful. That's why we're here today, to cut through the chaff and get to the wheat. We've lined up 5 of the absolute best rifles under $400 that don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. Whether you're putting meat in the freezer, punching paper on the weekends, or setting up a dependable home defense long gun, one of these will fit the bill. Savage Axis 2. If there's one rifle that has become the gold standard for what a budget bolt action should be, it's the Savage Axis 2. Built by Savage Arms, a name that's been synonymous with American accuracy for generations, the Axis 2 proves you don't need to spend a fortune to get top-tier performance. The secret sauce here is without a doubt the ACU trigger. This is a user-adjustable trigger system that not only lets you dial in your preferred pull weight, but also incorporates an extra layer of drop safety. Finding a trigger this crisp and predictable in a rifle that costs less than $500 is practically unheard of. It gives you the kind of control that translates directly to tighter groups on paper and cleaner shots in the field. The rifle is fed from a reliable detachable box magazine for quick and easy reloads. The synthetic stock is all business. It's lightweight, tough as nails, and designed to shrug off rain, mud, and whatever else you can throw at it. The ergonomics are sound, giving you a solid purchase on the gun without any unnecessary frills. With an overall length of around 42.5 inches and a 22-inch barrel, it's nimble enough for thick woods, but stable enough for longer shots. It weighs in at about 6.5 pounds, so it won't break your back on a long hunt. But the real magic is getting features like the ACU trigger in a package that consistently lands well under the $400 mark. That's why this rifle has earned a die-hard following in hunting states like Missouri, Georgia, and Mississippi, places where your gear has to work, period. Chambered in everything from .308 Winchester to .270 Winchester and .30-06 Springfield, it's ready for nearly any big game in North America. The Savage Axis 2 is pure, unadulterated value. Mossberg Patriot. Right on the heels of the Savage is another titan of American-made value, the Mossberg Patriot. Since its debut back in 2015, this bolt action has built a rock-solid reputation based purely on its performance in the real world. It doesn't need flashy marketing. The rifle speaks for itself. Mossberg's answer to the ACU trigger is their lightning bolt-action trigger system, which is also user-adjustable from a feathery 2 pounds all the way up to 7 pounds. It provides a clean break that you'd typically find on rifles costing twice as much. The barrel is fluted, which shaves off a bit of weight and helps it cool down faster during long strings of fire. Depending on the model you grab, it'll have a durable matte blued or a tough Cerakote finish. Out of the box, you'll find a Picatinny rail already mounted, making it dead simple to throw on your favorite scope. Some packages even come with a factory-mounted Vortex scope ready to go. You can get it with a rugged synthetic stock for hard use in the field, or a handsome walnut stock if you appreciate that classic, timeless American hunting rifle aesthetic. At about 42.25 inches long with a 22-inch barrel and weighing between 6.5 to 7 pounds, it's a well-balanced machine. You can find it chambered in workhorse calibers like .30-06 Springfield and .308 Winchester, making it a go-to for hunters from the Texas brush country to the mountains of Montana. For a price that hovers between $350 and $500, the Patriot delivers features that belong in a much higher price bracket. Marlin X7. The Marlin X7 is the rifle that a lot of folks sleep on, and that's their loss. Rolled out in 2011 by Marlin Firearms, a company with over a century of gun-making heritage, the X7 quickly became one of the best-kept secrets in the budget bolt gun world. It was engineered with the ProFire trigger system, a fully adjustable unit that could be set from 2.5 to 6 pounds. It offers a clean, predictable break that builds confidence and shrinks groups. The rifle features a free-floated barrel, which is essential for consistent accuracy, and the fluted bolt cycles smoothly while trimming a little weight. The stock is a simple, tough, matte black synthetic unit built to handle nasty weather. While it doesn't have iron sights, the receiver comes drilled and tapped for an optic. A soft recoil pad takes the sting out of heavier calibers, making a day at the range much more pleasant. The X7 feeds from a detachable 4-round box magazine, a practical feature for easy reloads. With its standard 22-inch barrel, it weighs in at a handy 6.5 pounds. You can find it in versatile calibers like .243 Winchester, .270 Winchester, .308 Winchester, and .30-06 Springfield, covering everything from varmints to elk. The most incredible part? It typically sells for between $300 and $400. That's an absolute bargain. In shooting communities from Houston to Phoenix, this rifle is known as a sleeper hit that delivers performance well beyond its price tag. Thompson Center Venture 2. If your hunting grounds involve rain, sleet, snow, or salt spray, the Thompson Center Venture 2 is your huckleberry. Often called the Weather Warrior, this rifle was engineered from the ground up to defy the elements. Released in 2019 by Thompson Center Arms, it incorporates feedback from hunters who spend their seasons in the absolute worst conditions. Its standout feature is the weather shield coating on its free-floating barrel, a proprietary finish that is incredibly resistant to corrosion. That feature alone sets it apart from almost everything else at this price. The metalwork is also finished in Cerakote for an extra layer of toughness. The synthetic stock has rubberized grip panels, ensuring you have a firm hold even with wet or gloved hands. It doesn't ship with iron sights, but the receiver is ready to be scoped. The Venture 2 measures 41.5 inches overall with a 22-inch barrel, weighing a manageable 7.3 pounds. It feeds from a 3-round detachable box magazine. While its manufacturer's suggested retail price is around $525, it often hits shelf for less and offers features you'd find on rifles costing $700 or more. In places like Alaska and Wyoming, where your gear survival is as important as your own, the Venture 2 has proven its worth. It's an absolute workhorse built for those who don't get to pick their weather. Keystone Arms Crickett Precision Rifle. When it's time to bring a new shooter into the fold, especially a youngster, the Keystone Arms Crickett Precision Rifle, or CPR, is one of the best tools for the job. This bolt-action rimfire, chambered in .22 long rifle, is purpose-built to teach the fundamentals of marksmanship safely and effectively. It's a single-shot bolt gun, which forces a new shooter to slow down and make every shot count, an invaluable lesson. Its most brilliant feature is the adjustable synthetic thumbhole stock, which allows you to customize both the length of pull and the cheek weld. This ensures a proper, comfortable fit for smaller-framed individuals, which is critical for building good habits. Safety is paramount here, with a manual cocking mechanism and a rebounding firing pin to prevent accidental discharges. This isn't just a bare-bones rifle, either. It comes with a Picatinny rail for optics, and many packages include a 4-power scope and a bipod, making it ready for the range right out of the box. At just 31 inches long and weighing only 4.7 pounds, it's incredibly easy for a new shooter to handle. The barrel even comes threaded with a muzzle brake to reduce what little recoil there is to almost nothing. For between $300 and $400, you're getting a complete training system. In states with strong youth shooting programs like Pennsylvania and Texas, the CPR is a celebrated starter rifle. It's the perfect platform to build a foundation of safety, discipline, and a lifelong love of shooting.